Welcome to another TMC Net newsroom. We're here on the 4GWE discussions right now because I'm sitting here with Jose Sabat, CTO of Bocavox, and I'm having a great time with this, and I'm not sure how many other people are going to follow along with us, Jose, but we'll take them through it.
Yes.
So you guys have built some software that's good for network management, network inventory type analysis. Is that a good way to say it?
That's right, yeah. We create a software which is very easy and very simple to utilize, and it can do a lot of functionalities for operating companies. Basically, we cover all aspects of site location. We have a GIS map where you can do collocation, planning the sites, adding the racks on the site. So you have all the asset management. You can create circuits using the assets,
Right.
managing all the circuits, all in a very graphical and very user-intuitive interface.
Right, and I saw that I could look at the circuits, I could look at the equipment associated with the circuits. I could also do some of the IOF planning on it.
That's right, yes, that's right.
So I immediately gravitated to this thing. At one point in my life, I had to manage the 911 circuits, and the world's
Yes.
grateful that I no longer do that.
Or
But the thoughts that came to me while I was looking at this was wireless backhaul is a big thing right now. A lot of
That's
people
right,
are
yes,
rebuilding
yes,
and
yes,
building out.
yes.
Plus, we've got issues of expanding the base stations. So in
Yes.
theory, it'd be a great tool to kind of look at
That definitely, because we have a very powerful capability of planning. So
Right.
you can create a virtual network where the equipments are not placed there, and you do your work order. Once you're finishing, the work order is completed, so that those equipment become part of the inventory.
Right.
So you can associate the planning and the actual operation of the network in a single tool.
Good.
Okay? Yeah, it's
Good.
very, and we have been very successful on the operators in the Caribbean. We have a lot of customers all over the world, from New Zealand, Bolivia, Brazil, many United States. All
Some in
kinds of-
Canada.
Some in Canada. We have also been very successful with the tool with some network access point operators, like
Okay.
Terramark. So they use that to control their cross connection and all the equipment and all the circuits inside the network access point
You
site.
said Terramark, so we're
Terramark.
talking about the NAP of the Americas.
That's right,
so,
that's right, yeah.
So do they use it for not only the NAP of the Americas, but for the connections between them and others?
Yes, they use basically to control the cross connection. They
Right.
use in Brazil, in Bolivia, and some other countries, some other facilities they have. They
Got
use
it.
that.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
And let me take you another step here. Looking at your tools and looking at the services, are we also capable of doing subterranean cables and that kind of
That's
stuff?
right. Yeah, we control all the fiber, both the radio and fiber, and with the splicing.
Okay.
We control all the technologies, the transport technology, like SDH.
Right.
Also can be Sonnet.
Okay.
All kinds of data, and you can create create all kinds of equipment. You can model the equipment, use templates, and we have already offer a very big portfolio of templates of equipment.
Okay.
So we have
and,
most of the vendors we have model in the CMS already.
and
It's
you,
very
you,
easy.
you mentioned a few of those vendors before, so I'm assuming you can support Ethernet strategies too.
That's right. Yes.
So Metro Ethernet type of stuff.
Metro
and-
Ethernet with all
and,
types
and
of data.
DWDM colors and all that stuff.
DWDM, yes, definitely. Yes.
Okay,
we have from DWDM we can create the DWDM they want with different lambdas, and you can model exactly the type of equipment you have. The transport.
Okay, so now I'm feeling it that we've hit a point where all those folks who deal with voice on a regular basis have been left in the lurch by us. So let's just put it to them in easy terms. If I were sitting there and I wanted to figure out how many voice circuits I was capable of managing, or what the payload was as I was trying to deal with a backhaul strategy, I could in effect kind of build into your guys the
That definitely. If you wanted to see what type of payload, what type of service is being used by a payload, you can just click on a rack, then you click on the equipment, and you're going to see the card. And you click on the card, you see the port, say that STM16. So you click on the port, and you can zoom in all kinds of payload and see what service each individual DS0 is using.
Okay,
So
so
it's a very, very nice, fluid way for navigating from the DS0 to the site and vice versa.
So if I were still in network planning, I would find this this very useful.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah.
Especially because it's very easy to use. Very easy to learn how to use.
And I'd also probably use it both for my own stuff, plus if I was planning to expand or invade or do
Yes.
something with another place, it'd be a good tool.
Definitely, yes. We can use that for planning future addition of sites, co-location your site. If you're sharing your site with other vendors for other providers,
Which
you can-
is kind of common these days
Yeah,
on
that's
the
right,
on the
yes,
wireless
yes.
backhaul.
Yeah, you
So-
can define your areas in the site and define the areas. This area is for a given vendor, this area for another vendor, another provider, and you can manage all that co-location.
Good.
Yes.
Jose, if people want to reach out to you, how can they connect up to you?
Well, they can go to our site, www.bocavox.net, or you can call 954-453-9705.
Great.
Okay.
Great. Jose, thank you so much for
Thank
your time.
you. It was a pleasure.